When it gets
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Okay. I got nervous. I thought my connection was gone again. What's your name, comment, and a question?
Peace and light. This is
Oh,
Camilla from Poland.
hey, I'm gonna know your number before long. Camilla, how are you today?
I am wonderful. I am glowing. I am in afterglow. I totally enjoyed that debate. I have no idea what you were talking about before because the internet connection has just been horrible, as you said. So I'm going to have to go back and watch what you said before now. But let me say this. I'm not on Twitter, but I look forward to seeing the hashtag release the transcript because she still did not answer that question as usual. And I have to give credit to Joy Reid because that's where I got the word salad a couple of years ago. Okay. She did not release the transcript. They did not really hit back on her on that. And the video where she cackled off the request for transcripts should really be circulated. I think that a lot of people, you know, and I am a very aggressive person. I'm very type A personality. I think that Bernie is doing fine in the construct of the debate schematic. I think that he was tough enough. I think that Hillary has enough rope that she's going to hang herself.
Okay.
And he doesn't need to hit her any harder. The Des Moines Register took care of the Iowa debacle on their own.
Yeah, they did.
What has not been mentioned is the fact that last night, because it got lost because of the feed that I was watching. I know I couldn't see it, but when it came back, there was a piece in The Hill today by Jason Easley, and he wrote the quote where she said, because she was rattled, as I had mentioned last night, about the Wall Street question, she said that she was going to go after the big banks. She said she says it every day. She's going to break them up. She was not pushed back on that tonight, at all. At all.
You know,
and I look forward to seeing that happen.
No, I was going to say, I want to see that hashtag too, because that was the clearest and the most blatant sidestep of a question. They asked her very directly, would you release, and I have to give Chuck Todd some credit here, right? I thought he was going to limit it and just say, are you going to release the transcripts to the Goldman Sachs speech? But then he went further. He said, are you going to release the transcripts to all of your speeches? And she just so openly sidestepped it as if nobody was going to notice. And that's the part to me that is most appalling, is that she said it as if nobody's going to notice that you did not answer this very straightforward question. Now, my thing is, I want to see how they're going to spin, how her supporters are going to spin that.
Well, let me thank you for segueing right into what I was getting ready to say.
Go for it.
I suffered through the post debate coverage with I Taught a Pretty Cat, my fellow Philadelphian, Chris Matthews, a disgrace. And John Podesta and Tad Devine were on, and they brought up the transcript.
Well, I guess that's the internet again, folks.
We want to see these transcripts, and they know that this is an issue that is not going to disappear, because she swears that nothing has been changed by her donations and her campaign contributions and contributions to the taboo Clinton Foundation. Why does no one mention the Clinton Foundation? She wants to talk about guns and the Brady Bill and Bernie. Yeah. What about the Clinton Foundation and the sales of illegal arms to foreign governments who should not be getting it while she was Secretary of State? They don't want to mention that ever.
Right. There's so many things.
I'm done.
You dropped the mic. Thanks for the call, Camilla. 857-600-0518. She had a great point. There's so many things that are just not uncovered. And I don't listen. I'm not drawing a false equivalency here, but it's not even a matter of Bernie Sanders being perfect, because he's not. It's just there are so many things you can't. Anyway, this is the point I'm at right now. If you don't see it, you just don't want to see it. If you don't see it, you just don't want to see it. Now, do I think Hillary is any more criminal than most other politicians? I honestly don't think so. I think there's a level that if you obtain power, no matter how you obtain power, the longer you have power, the more prone you are to abuse that power. So I don't think that she's any more criminal than her husband. You know, that's not saying a lot. I don't think that she's any more troubled than a lot of other our leaders. But I just feel like if you don't see it, that you don't want to see it. This clear sidestep of the simple question, will you release your transcripts? And she said, you know, we have to look into that. Look into what, Hillary? It's your transcripts. They're your speeches that they're recorded somewhere. Somebody has a recording of them. Why can't you release them? What did you talk about that you can't release? Anyway, 585, you're live on the air.